All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another 96 show here on Bros Radio. And yes, I'm talking English again. What's going on? It's because I got a guest. This time, at the other side of this studio, I got Paul from Jealousy Club. But not only Jealousy Club, it's a man who wears many hats. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
I'm fine, and you.
I'm great. We already had a good conversation, so I'm excited for this radio show. I know you, Paul, but who are you actually for the listeners at home?
So, as you said, I'm currently working for Jalousy as a booker, artistic director. I don't know how you want to name it, but I'm doing this in this project. I'm also the manager of Bar du Marché. So both venues are from the same group called Compagnie ABC, who runs a lot of venues actually in Brussels. And I'm also a DJ because, as I said, who is not a DJ today? But yeah, I've been a DJ for 15 years,
Okay,
so maybe more than some. And yeah, I love music. I love basketball. I love shoes. That's it.
all right. So, Jealousy, you're the artistic director. You said the booker, the programmer, whatever. And who else is in the team?
So in the team, we got Sami. Sami is the manager.
That's the boss.
Yes, it's funny because he actually was working as a bartender, as a responsible of the bar at Bar du Marché.
Okay.
And when the opportunity of running Jalousy pops up, he was excited about it. I told him, go ahead. He did. And I think he's doing well for a start. He's also young, he's learning. It's really interesting. And of course, our bosses that are helping us, ABC. So it's the name of the company, and it's Axel, Bruno, and Chuck. That's why ABC.
Okay.
And yeah, there is also a big team. Obviously, the resident DJ, the team of resident DJ are built. All the music you're gonna hear are from them, actually. Like me, not their production, but the selection is what they play and what they like.
Yeah. So we just heard some selection, some songs by the residents, selected by the residents of Jealousy. Jealousy is under new control, new perspective. That's why we invited Paul, actually. So, what has changed with Jealousy since the new perspective?
Um, First thing first, we didn't want to change. What was the spirit of the place. We kept the name, so I think it's the best proof of it. We
Okay.
kept the name. It's still a cocktail bar, night cocktail bar with a club, open on Fridays, Saturdays, and yeah, with some underground music, bringing all kind of people together. That's how. Yeah, our main point is to stay open-minded. Yeah, have a safer place because no place is safe, but you can do your place safer. And yeah, it's something. Yeah, this is. We didn't change a lot of things right now because also we wanted to experience it as it was.
Okay.
And now that we did like in a few months, now we are just considering what we could change, what we could do in the future. We're gonna do some stuff in the following months. We are working on it, but yeah, we felt like it was also a good thing to first experience it as it was, listen to the customer, to what the people say, listen to the team who's working there daily, and see what we can improve. And yeah, that's how we want to change it.
That sounds great. And also, in this economy, in our scene, a lot of clubs are closing. And it's nice to see that Jealousy has a new story to write, you know? So I'm really excited for that story because I'm going to do some promotion now. The 30th of May, 96 is back again with a new event. This time we got invited by Paul. I went to prospect the club and I wanted to discover what it's all about. And I was amazed actually. I have my experience, but Paul, if you have to share something with the listeners, what is the experience of Jealousy? Like you walk into the club, what can people expect from it?
Um, the really interesting thing about Jealousy is the duality of the place.
Okay.
You have two rooms, um, and one room's open before the other. So one room is upstairs is the bar, like more speakeasy vibe, real cheesy and yeah, old school, but it's a really warm place. I feel it's a really warm place
I agree.
at a time where every place is cold to me, because a lot of new venues, new places are opening with the same formats, and it's all about stone and steel, and it's good to to get some warmy vibe, warmy things going at Jalousy,
Hmm.
and the club downstairs. It's really intimate. It's really an intimate venue. It's small capacity venue, and yeah, it's a place where you can really quickly get an atmosphere,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's also what I love about this place. And I think it's really nice to have actually a teeny club, because I also know a lot of people who runs club, and it's really hard to fill big venue. And when I say big, it's even like 300, 400 people is already big in Brussels to fill. So to have this kind of intimate club, we also have a really good sound system, which helps, because it's part of the atmosphere, because we care about the music that got played there. We care about the DJ we book, and if you wanna book good music, you also have to have the good condition to play it, to display it, and that's why it's also important for us to have good sounds. And yeah, that's pretty it. A bar, cocktail bar. We focused on cocktail. We focused on the service, and then a teeny club. Jump to it, and it's cool because you also have this kind of the first wave of people coming for the bar. Maybe a little older people, older customer come
Hmm.
for the bar until 1, 2. If they lose it, they go straight until 4, 5, and you have the second wave of people that maybe come for other venues and finish the night at Jalousy. So they kind of cross with each other, and that's also what I like about this place.
Also, what I noticed was like many venues try to or reorganize like the crowd sphere. Like they want to create new groups on the dance floor where people aren't always just looking at the DJ. But I think that's a very difficult objective with the culture nowadays. But that's what I actually liked at Jealousy because it's so intimate. You're also very close to the DJ, and I'm actually looking forward to play there to have that interaction with the crowd because they're right in front of me. And it's also kind of a show or a performance. So I like that in Jealousy that it's intimate, it's cozy, and it's tiny, but that's maybe like an opportunity for this club.
Hmm.
So yeah, let's listen to some more songs selected by the residents. Jealousy Club in Brussels, the 30th of May, 96 at Jealousy. Shout out to Torito22 for the transition and the DJing. We listened to some songs selected by the residents of Jealousy, a not so new club here in Brussels, but a new team, a new perspective, and that also means new resident DJs. Paul, as an artistic director, how did you select your residents for Jealousy?
Um, how did I select them? I wanted a team who has different networks. So that's what I really wanted. I wanted the team to also represent not only Brussels, but also the Belgian scene. I'm from Wallonia, so I was going to tell maybe I miss Wallonia, but I'm from Wallonia. That's okay. So that's okay. But yeah, I have Elias, who is from Antwerp, Jentel from Ghent. Um, I have Laura de Greef, who she is from Brussels, but she got moved in Paris and then come back. So Seb Bon Public. We also kept Soja in the team. His Jim he's a resident of Jalousy since the opening of the place,
Crazy.
and we really felt like it made sense for me to keep him in the team, to have someone who knew about the place but also is a really good DJ. And I mean it's that simple. And also I got Eileen. Eileen, she's from Antwerp and now she's based in Berlin, And say, so I wanted to have also girls in the crew.
Of
I
course.
wanted to have people from different networks, people from different era. Elias is like the young fella of the team, and it's also a more experienced DJ in the team. And also, all these people are really involved in the scene. Bon Public with Magma is doing a lot of things with the agency events. Jim Sosoja is actually one of the owner of Sonoventura Records. So yeah, I just wanted to have like a white team. They also have all their own style, but I was all figuring them possibly playing together. So I didn't want also the residents to all play the same kind of music, same vibe. They all have their vibe, but they can all get along with each other too. So we also did a lot of nights where two resident DJ were playing before one another or even together, and it worked really well. So yeah, what that was the motivating stuff. And I'm also happy that all these DJs, I contacted them, and they all said yes. So yeah, the I didn't have to.
Convince them.
I had to convince them.
Okay.
Obviously, I had to convince them, and I understand why. But there is no second choice in them. I mean, it's all the first people I wanted. It's not like okay, someone denied, so I have to ask another one. And that's also why I wanted like 7 residents. It can sound like a lot, but I don't want my resident to play too often, and I don't want my residents. But yeah, because I want every of their sets to also be special. And if you play every week, you cannot do that. I mean, you cannot create that kind of special thing. And also, they're also playing a lot, a part of Jalousy, which actually is a really good news. And I'm really proud that to have a team that, I mean, they don't really need Jalousy to have gigs every weekend because they are playing at festival. We got Horst last week, and Yentl was playing there,
Mm.
and we have Club Dramatic this weekend, and Elias is playing there, and Laura is playing Paradise City, and blah blah, and yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy about the team.
Okay, nice. Also, like being the new team in a club, we saw a lot of clubs closing. Did you already meet some, difficulties with hosting the club?
Um,
Like, is the neighborhood complaining, or are they already adjusted to the nightlife?
for Jealousy, we have no issue with the neighbors. There are people living above us, but as the club is really downstairs, like in a cave, because most of the time, it it can be two big issues with the neighbors. It can be the vibration of the bass mostly that can go through the building, or it can be if you have people outside doing noise outside and you can hear them. Jalousy is kind of a hidden place, and we don't have like a terrace or anything. We don't have a crowd outside of the building, so we don't have that issue. And as it's the basement, we don't have that issue either. But I faced this issue with Bar du Marché, and yeah, it was a struggle for years. We have to do a lot of works to make it work with the neighbors. And I don't know if you heard about that new regulation.
Yeah.
Um, and I think what it's important to say is that it's really misunderstood. It's not first come first serve, and it's also last came, blah blah blah. No, it's not that easy. It's not retroactive. So if you have had issue in the past, you cannot say like, okay, this is the new regulation. It will help for future cases, but yeah, it's not that simple as it was shown, and it was. I heard people talking about it, and they
Yeah.
misunderstood it.
So, just to clarify, you're talking about the new regulation that when somebody moves to a street and there's already a bar, the bar is allowed to do their business
Hmm.
because you moved there after the bar, right?
Hmm.
Okay, that's interesting that you give a reflection on that. We had a conversation with Brussels by Night about
Hmm.
this because they were promoting it. But yeah, still, I'm happy that there are, that there are actions still
Yes.
to help nightlife, and I find it shameful for you that it's still so hard and that you still have to struggle with this. But that's what happens in the city, I guess. A lot of people combined that there are struggles.
Hmm.
But it was interesting to hear you talk about your residence. So it's interesting to see that it's not just bound to one genre. No, there's a broad perspective, and there are a lot of musical genres. But you are a DJ yourself, like. So how has that impacted, Jealousy? Are you also playing at Jealousy often?
Yes, because yeah, I mean, I already played there in the past, thanks to Jim, actually, who invited me back then.
As a manager, right?
No, he's one of the resident for years. You know,
Ah, yeah,
Soja
yeah.
is on
Soja. Okay.
the resident team for ages, for since the beginning actually,
Hmm.
and he invited me a few times. But yeah, my DJ project actually is a duo with my friend Gael, who taught me about DJing like 15 years ago. He showed me everything about it. He's also a really good producer. We also release tracks thanks to him, and. Yeah, I always been DJing because of my love for music, obviously. Um, and he told me about it. We met in, I'm from Namur, and he too, and I grew up there. And there was not a lot of big scene here, but it's funny because I can reminisce of what I we did there. I think no today everybody's know about Play Label, and like more than 10 years ago, I think 13 years ago, we invited Play Label to do a night in Namur. Back then, I used to work with them like, yeah, ages ago. And yeah, as a DJ, I like, obviously, I play electronic music, uh, but I like too many styles. I like house, deep house, garage, electro. I just don't like myself. I don't feel really comfortable with too fast BPM music. Uh, because what I like the most about music is the groove, and I feel the faster you go,
Hmm.
yeah, the less groove you have.
I agree. The house music gets a lot of shit from the youngsters nowadays. And I think the youngsters haven't listened enough to house music. And if they go older, they'll think about what I said because there comes a day in every man's life that you love house music.
I think so. But yeah, and that's yeah. At Jalousy, yeah. For instance, I will never run a techno night, and actually I used to go to a lot of techno events when I was
Me
young.
too. Me too. When I
But
was younger, right?
but it was not like 140 techno. It was 130 techno. It
Hmm.
was really good techno, and I'm not saying that techno today is bad because it's just about taste. Music is about taste, so you cannot say
Sure.
it's bad or good. You know, it's just about what you like or what you don't like. But yeah, I don't recognize myself in really fast BPM music.
Yeah.
But I'm not a yeah.
But I agree on the stuff. But I like, let's not discriminate on BPM. There are
No.
very first BPMs that are still good, but all the songs now that are just rushed to give that
Yeah.
same vibe. I understand what you do. So let's talk a bit about the event, the 30th of May. Thanks for the invite for 96. We're very happy. So we made a selection of our residents. We're doing some back to backs, and we invited one DJ, and it's also good vibes, not too much aggressive music, more like a good vibe, and that's what we're aiming on, because I think when I went to Jealousy, that's kind of the vibe I got out of the place. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Actually, one more question, Paul. One more
Tell me.
question. I'm a man of dreams. Hmm?
Okay.
So as a person, as a DJ, as an artistic director, as a shoe lover, as a whatever, do you still have dreams?
Um, I it's I don't I never really had dreams. I'm not a dreamer. To be honest, I'm not a dreamer. Maybe it's where I come from and all that. I had some struggles in the past, and I just want to enjoy the day I'm in it right now. I I don't want to, to have no lot of big dreams and all that because I feel like I'm blessed yet.
Okay, that's a good ending. Paul, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you at Jealousy, the 30th of May,
Yes.
96 in Jealousy Club.